The Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration, which is a great message for us all, and it, funnily enough, has come out quite a lot in this time frame, and that's a happiness there and sort of like, yay, hip hip hooray, we seem to have been successful at something. So whether or not this is a greater message about feeling vibrant again, or feeling as though we may have beaten the situation surrounding the pandemic with the coronavirus or the COVID-19 or the SARS-CoV-2, whatever they want to call it. I'm wondering if that's what this is, because it's turning up such a lot. It could be that there are groups of small people allowed to commune or get together. It can also be about a community aspect in life, and knowing that the community rallies together and that they support each other. It can also be the sisterhood card, representing nurturing friendships or people around you who have your back and who are looking after you. So there is this feeling of support and connectedness and togetherness. And even if we are sort of isolating, and for some of you, you might very well be isolating on your own if you are in isolation, but remember too that with the internet, we're not really ever alone so much anymore. There is plenty of opportunity to Skype or WhatsApp or Zoom or different messenger. There's a whole lot of different ways that we can connect with each other. So sometimes it's not in the physical per se, but it's using physical technologies. So that could also be symbolic of an engagement or a celebration or a wedding anniversary, things like that as well. Nice happy way to start the reading for April. Rejoice and celebration. I can't think of anything better at this moment in time. Yeah. Okay, Gemini for April. What have we got for them to listen to, understand, consider? So mental conflict is the Two of Swords, and it's a little bit about fence sitting, not sure which way to go, having a bit of a problem making a decision. So sometimes this means you have opportunities or offers coming and you are pondering which way to go. Now, I did kind of get that feeling when I gave you your messages at the beginning, and I said it's time to listen to yourself, your intuitive self, and through the third eye. So we see this area of the head activated up here, and it kind of connects at the third eye junction point. So there's definitely a message for you guys to become more engaged in your messages that you are downloading or receiving or hearing or interacting with. For a lot of you, this could be a time of heightened awareness or spiritual activation or growth or seeking to find something else apart from the physical in life. Some of you might be wanting to expand your consciousness, understand spirituality more, or dig deeper into the who you are and where your next path is going. Some of you might even have head pains or something going on in the head that is annoying you, that you want to get looked into and to alleviate one way or another. Sometimes this could be headaches, migraines, or tingling sensations through this third eye, which goes back towards the pineal gland in the head. So that might be activations occurring. At this point in time, especially for like in New Zealand, we're locked down now for 4 weeks. So there aren't many places that anyone can go to other than a routine GP for therapy or, relieving issues of any sort. But there are online people who do various things like healing technologies or spiritual healing, energy healing, Reiki healing, and things like that. So that is something to keep in mind if you are still wanting to get something done over the time period when seemingly things are quite quiet. So the Two of Swords, choices, opportunities, fence sitting, not procrastination, not being able to make a decision, feeling stuck in the here and now. So it is about digging a bit deeper and finding the answers and intuitively engaging with them. My goodness. Well, I rocked the boat there, didn't I? I went to pick the card up that had shot to the floor, which is a really nice one. And again, this one's been out quite a lot. This is basically the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins. It is often considered around finances or money, but it could be ideas, concepts, opportunities, new directions, thoughts, creativity. Many different opportunities abound when this card is here. And given that we have sort of shut down a little bit with finances globally, I'm unsure how that opens up again, but for some of you, your finances will be fine, and especially if you work in sectors related to the health field or the food field, the supermarkets or deliveries or exports and imports and things like that. So there are still people who are being employed at this time and whose concepts, ideas and businesses may be thriving. There's also going to be a whole lot of new ways that we have to address things coming, and this is where new ideas could come from. And Gemini, you're so good at ideas, and in this card you have a lot going on in your mind, and some of these could be creative ideas coming to reboot the global system, to reboot people, to reboot businesses, to reboot finance. Any of these things could be happening inside this very active mind that could be downloading information and receiving messages. So yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is always considered a good card anyhow. So Gemini, what next for them for April? A little bit. They're giving you one by one, aren't they? It's just like not a lot coming out all at once. Recognition and reward, the Three of Pentacles. Again, this is about accolades or achievement within a career sector. And for some of you, this could be business ideas coming, or propositions, or amalgamation. Sometimes it's working with 3 people. Sometimes it's being finalizing a degree that you might have been sitting, or getting a promotion within a company, or somebody acknowledging the dedication and knowledge and wisdom that you have around the craft that you are utilizing, and they appreciate it, and it is well received in the greater collective arena, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a career, whether it's ideas, whether it's music and arts, whether it's a health, whether it's anything. So it's another really positive, optimistic card. This could be moving into the future, and you may be, I keep getting for you guys, something's being formulated about ideas or concepts, about ways to move forward, and there are plans in the background, and you're thinking of them. It might even just be plans for yourself, like how can you move forward? How can you regain your confidence or stability or financial stability? These might be all things that are on your mind as well. Wow, that's the Lovers card, Harmony. And I talked a little bit about, I said your heart might be activated in this card. This is the activation. You can see their palms together at the heart level, and the glow emanating especially from his chest around the heart chakra area. And of course the green is the heart energy, and it's also the energy of healing. So deep healing can take place when the heart is activated, and this healing could come in the here and now, but it could also come in past timelines or lifetimes of energy. There's a lot of energy around the planet. I've talked about this so much. It's all to do with karmic tie-ins and past lifetimes. Some of you may come across soulmates, new soulmates that walk into your life one way or another, or you may reinstigate other relationships that have been a little bit worn out or a little bit tired or flagging one way or another. There may be healing coming within some of those relationships. You may have been doing work on them, trying to bring them back into a positive balance of harmony. And for others of you, there is a potentiality for new love to flourish, meeting a new romantic partner, or teaming up with someone on a business idea or foundation as well, which could also be in the background. And I've felt that quite a bit with these cards here, these 3 ideas, concepts, starting something, the propagation of and teaming up with other people. And it could well be that somewhere these cards all play a role together, and it could be business associated. ideas, concepts, things along those lines, or love, or the healing of past wounds or trauma, especially in past lives, meeting a new soulmate. Well, you know, when you get the major arcanas, the reasons for them being are almost endless. And there we have again, from this deck in particular, that emanating green sphere from the heart, indicating some sort of activation or healing or uplifting or resurgence of energy, harmony, and now fertility. So again, she has this great abundance to create. This is the card of creation and creativity. She gets energy, love, pleasure, harmony, happiness, joy, success. She fertilizes them and she brings them into conception and manifests them. So whether or not she is this new potential partner, whether it's a love partner for some of you or a business partner for others, or this conceptual idea, or whether this is a healing energy, so many different beautiful potentials within the energy field of these two cards. They exude a gentle, subtle, vibrational field that's going on sometimes in the background. So sometimes it's palpable, but you can't necessarily see it jumping out at you. So this could be happening quite gently and slowly in the flowing undercurrents going by. So maybe some of you need to look out for it or attach yourself to it or activate it one way or another, and it could be very, very successful. So if you are looking for fertility of ideas or conception or pregnancies even, or amalgamation of something to bring it into the activated stage, and or harmony around certain things, or heart healing, physical, emotional, or spiritual, then look for the situations that can create this to occur, and keep your outlook open to receiving energies like this as the month wears on. They're lovely cards. You've actually got a lot of really nice cards coming out of here. Well, he's okay. He's number 15, the devil. He sometimes puts us in a state of unbalance, and things have been very unbalanced at the moment, and I think a lot of people globally are going to feel some of this devil energy coming out in April and March even. This, you know, pondering the reality of life and how balanced is my life or situation or my relationships or my habits or my lifestyle. Am I addicted to something, or do I feel like I need to be addicted to something? What have I got to get myself through these times of lockdown, global lockdown, and weirdness and strangeness? So this card could probably surface for a lot of people, even though he has only just popped his head out in real terms. I think he might show up in quite a few relationships as we move forward, and this is where the need for social care and responsibility comes in, and also to make sure that we're being kind to ourselves and to others around us. Oftentimes when he turns up, he is actually here to help address the situations of temptation in our life or being out of balance. So some of you may feel it flaring up. You might feel off kilter, or as if one of these past addictions or, you know, maybe stressful relationships is bubbling to the surface again. This might be what's being healed. There might be this heart healing through previous relationships that have been traumatic, and for some reason now you can either address it at the mental level for the trauma that it might have caused, and that you might now be in a state of forgiveness and allowing it to let go and have no hold over you anymore. So there's a lot that can happen, as I say, when we're in times of quiet reflection, when the world around us slows down and it's really just us and our minds contemplating what is going on, who we are, where we're going, what we want, where we've been, what we've been through. Yeah. And for some of you, you may be in a relationship that is unbalanced and there might be stress going on, in which case you need to look after yourself and try and find some sort of safety. And yeah, it's not easy in times like this. Focus on the positives, or focus on knowing that nothing ever stays the same. One more from this deck, and that's it there. And I think we can use wisdom to apply to situations like the Devil card. In fact, these two are almost the epitome of being opposites. He's often considered the archetype of religious wisdom or esoteric wisdom and light and love and harmony. And so here's the Hierophant, of course, and this one is more like the underworld and the darkness. So that you've got these two opposing forces almost marrying up in here, causing some sort of explosive epiphany or result or event or happening. I think what it will probably do at the end point is an awareness, an awakening, and a rising to the wisdom in our life. Also, for some of you, remember our animals at this time, because they will also notice the change around us, and they are very sensitive, sentient beings, and they pick up on our energy fields. So pay a bit of extra attention to the pets around you, and if you can help anybody else's pets, or if any of them need extra attention, even the birds in the gardens or nature's creatures, it's a good time to pay dividends and homage to them as well. So how these two are actually playing out together, I kind of always feel that light overshadows darkness, and maybe that is for some of you, if you feel a bit bereft or a bit lost or under pressure or stressed or worried or anxious at any time, then apply this card and it shines out. And the word on the bottom of the card is wisdom. And when we do learn a little bit more and understand at a greater depth, and it's not easy and it doesn't happen overnight, I'm not suggesting that, but when we do, then that's the energy that comes to us, this brilliant, bright light and this feeling of knowing and understanding. And we don't sit in fear, we sit in light and love. Let's move on to this deck. These are an interesting deck of John Holland's. They are often messages from a spiritual perspective and sometimes from other dimensions, so they're not always in the here and now. Oh, that's nice. Just ask. There are many here in spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. So that's lovely. See too the little like feathers. There's a key here that's unlocking a key. These are the timekeepers. These are the aspects of time through timelines, and that's the white light or the energy from the wisdom card as well, giving you insight, wisdom, and light. So don't feel alone. Know that you are connected to helpers at all different dimensions and levels at any time that you would like to ask for it.